I'm actually covering this in an upcoming episode of Overthinking Everything.
Oh, okay. Oh, you crazy.
Writing it right now. So, kind of on my mind.
Well, obviously.
The original post was talking about the bumper stickers that compared the guy's family to different guns.
I'm a Mandalorian. Weapons are part of my religion.
So, I'm going to say this. Wearing hats, getting tattoos, having shirts, advertising your love of guns, that is mental illness. Overthinking everything.
What do you think? I like turtles. All right.
That is hardcore, untreated trauma and mental illness.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
It is a sociopathy that, left unchecked, will result in bad things for mass people or individuals, or just the person. The turmoil that someone carries around is, I can only imagine. Overthinking everything. Someone that lives in such fear that they carry a gun everywhere they go.
Recent shootings in New York City have spotlighted a troubling rise in gun violence and homicide across the country.
Can you imagine the trauma behind that? That's mental illness. Overthinking everything. Can you imagine the narcissism of someone who believes it is their sole duty to carry that gun, even though they're not, licensed with a badge and it's not their job? The narcissism and mental illness of someone who believes it's their job to play superhero. If something works.
It's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm.
Where somebody comes in with a gun and they get to do what they've always wanted to do.
Morning, George. Authorities say they have no doubt that Good Samaritan who stepped in saved lives. They say he was able to stop the shooter in less than 2 minutes.
That's a mental illness. That's a sickness that we can't ignore anymore. Overthinking everything. It's not a right. That is an illness that needs to be treated. Think about that. I am someone who does not like to see guns in public. If I see a gun in public, I scream, domestic terrorist, or mass shooter.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really.
Overthinking everything, because that's what I see. And I feel the obligation to warn everyone there is a potential murderer in our midst. Overthinking everything. Murderer. The narcissism and mental illness of someone who believes it's their job to play superhero. So this is where I'm at. If somebody wants to play Billy Badass and go all cowboy,
I'm your huckleberry,
and wear a gun on their hip in public, then that says that person ignores the fears that gun would bring to everyone else.
Stupid ass, I don't give a fuck.
Because it's all about them. Narcissism, right? It's all about me and my world, and you should live in my world, and I'm going to abuse you so that you conform to my ways.
Mr. Chairman, I rise in opposition to this amendment, and I would say that the pot calling the kettle black is not something that we should do.
Overthinking everything. Think about that, though. This person puts on this gun out in public and walks around without any regard for anyone else's feelings about any gun violence anyone else has endured.
No, sir, I haven't done nothing. I've done absolutely nothing, no.
Hey, seriously.
Put your gun down.
It's all about that one day they might get to do it what they want to do it. I say the love of guns, collecting them, shrines, any of that. It is sociopathy. Overthinking everything. It's a mental illness. Overthinking everything. You need therapy if you got that much love for guns. Overthinking everything. Plain and simple. Murderer.